Glory to Jesus. This is the Global Forensic Prophet, Mike Elijahs from Prophet on the Shofar Gathering. 2 weeks ago, I was going back to my house, and God whispered to my ears, an angel whispered to my ears and told me, Elijahs, you need to visit Uganda and see what is happening. So in the realm of the spirit, I was carried up to Uganda. And when I got to Uganda, I was put on the Entebbe Express Highway. And when I was on Entebbe Express Highway, all that the angel was telling me was to put my ear on the road. So I knelt down and I put my left ear on the road. Okay, now listen. As soon as I put my left ear on the road, I heard the road, okay, complaining. The road spoke, not the Lord, the road, the Entebbe Express Highway. When I put my ear on it, on the ground, it began to speak to me. And one of the things that the road spoke to me is, number one, it told me there are other roads that were supposed to come alongside it. It was supposed to have brothers and sisters. And it was telling me I have waited for my brothers and for my sisters to come, the roads, and they have not come. So I lifted up from the ground. When I lifted up from the ground, I looked in the realm of the spirit to understand what the road was telling me. And in the realm of the spirit, I was carried up and I ended up at UNRA offices. Now, when I was in UNRA, this is what I saw. I saw a balloon, okay? A balloon. It was a black balloon that was big, and it was keeping on gaining size. But I saw at the opening up of the balloon, I saw money being thrown in. And every time money was being thrown into the balloon was expanding. So when I looked inside the balloon, I entered the balloon. Then I counted 3 people like this, 3 individuals. And these ones are high-ranking officials at the Uganda Roads Authority. And I saw them really receiving the money that was being thrown inside this black balloon. So I came out of the balloon, my heart was grieved. Okay? Then the road came back to speak again. This time around I didn't go to the road, but the road came to me. The road was carried and the road came to me. And the road told me, this is what I'm telling you. So there is an exposure that is going to make headlines in that nation, Uganda. And it is going to be about one of the worst forms of mismanagement of funds, embezzlement of funds, corruption of the worst caliber in that office. Now, maybe those living in that country don't know what is happening, but I know because I have the secrets of nations in my system. So when I was there, when the Lord spoke to me, then I had the angel say, hold the balloons opening and blow, put your mouth and blow. So I held it and I put my mouth and I began to blow wind inside. And as I kept on blowing, it began to stretch beyond capacity. Then I saw it. Then the Lord told me there's going to be an exposure. There's going to be an exposure at UNRA. One that will leave people very grieved and people very annoyed and angry at how bad these men have mismanaged resources, because like I said, the road told me there were other roads that were supposed to come alongside it that have not come. Mismanagement. Resources have been put into personal use, and there's going to be an exposure. As a matter of fact, things are going to be so hot by the time this breaks into the news, into the media. It's going to be so bad that people will be put in prison. People will be thrown in prison. Okay? This one, whether you pray against it or you don't pray, it has got to happen. I've permitted it. It has got to happen. So people are going to be thrown in prison. When this happens, you remember that the global forensic prophet came beforehand and revealed and prophesied that it will happen.